Happy PJ morning! This week my video is all about language. What type of language do you speak? Well, we can speak our language through our tone of voice, through how fast or slow we're talking, what type of emotion are we happy, angry, sad, excited, anxious, nervous, stressed. It can be through our hand movements. It can be expressional, where we dance, where we sing, or sign language, which I will be talking about. All of these are a form of language, about love language. I tried. But all of these are a form of our expression and our feelings that we have inside. And today, I think we undervalue that language. We have language through technology, where we're supposed to write out a text and have a little emoji, and that emoji is supposed to represent all the feelings that we contain in our hearts at that moment. And sometimes it can come across as the right thing that we're trying to say, and other times it's so narrowed and focused in on that one thing that other person along the line, they're like, what are they referring to? They have this text in all big caps, and then they have this emoji. Is that what they're trying to mean, or is this what they're trying to mean? So my point is, we have language, but we are not utilizing it right. How can we utilize our language this week in a positive, enhancing way for others? This week, I started learning, shouldn't say just started, I've known sign language for years now, teaching my siblings signs whenever they couldn't speak, and it was a way of them forming communication between me and them, and finally understanding this is what they want. They need to eat, they need to go to the bathroom. And it was the most rewarding thing because they could actually say what they wanted without actually saying it. So for all you parents out there, if you're trying to find a way to communicate with your child and they're not old enough to speak yet, maybe try sign language. They will pick up on it if you teach them the right way, and it's very awesome and rewarding. So, I started learning some sign language this past week because I am a teacher on the weekends and I love teaching kids. And in my lesson plans, we had this whole page of signs to teach them. So, some of the signs that I taught them this week were that we love, we learn, we think, and we live. So all of these signs you might have just learned, and it starts something. Once you start learning a few things here and there, and you start building that, let's say over a month, you can carry out a whole conversation in a whole different way that you haven't done before. And it's really awesome. It might be a little bit awkward if you're not used to it, but I'm telling you, it's going to pay off. And I think sometimes whenever, let's say for instance, you're in a class, a Spanish class, and you're learning things through a piece of paper, a sheet of paper, you're writing down the answers. I need to get 100 on this test and it'll be done. And then I can throw this stuff out the window and I never have to see it again. And I think that's how we attempt trying to learn things, and we don't grow a passion for it because we're just trying to put it in our short-term memory and then it leaves us. So how can you just learn a few things, take 5 to 10 minutes out of your day, re-spark that every day, and then teach it to somebody else? And their mind may not pick up on it, what you're doing, but you can subconsciously return that thought in a positive way, and then they can share that with somebody else without even thinking about it. The people that you're around affects you, and it affects them. So how can you affect people face to face in a positive way this week? And one of those ways is through language. What are you going to do with your language? Are you going to express it in the form of dancing or singing? Are you going to try out a new language and then teach somebody about that language? Are you going to express your words in a different way this week and see how somebody responds or acts? What are you going to do with your language? For me, it was sign language and teaching kids new things, a new learning curve. Treat it as a new learning curve. Don't treat it as homework. make it a passion, and it'll drive you to somewhere new. Thank you guys for all your kind words and sharing your positivity with me, and that's why I continue making these videos, is knowing that you guys are listening and knowing that it's causing some positivity in your life. It's so much love in my life whenever I can share that with someone. So thank you guys for reaching out, and enjoy this day, and hope you have a supercalifragilisticexpialidocious week ahead of you. Thanks for watching.